So I went from 1-0 into 1-2 after losing to Rug Delver and losing to Blue Green Lands. Blue Green Lands actually proved somewhat challenging for this deck. Just the combination of the combo and having Uro and Oko it's just always good. Uro and Oko are just two very powerful cards. And I didn't draw much in the way of my Graveyard Hate or my Back to Basics, which is sort of like one of the cards I have for this matchup. One of the key cards I have for this matchup. Well, let's see if I can improve my record. I see here Stryfo got a win already, assuming on the Stryfo Pile. Good on him, but maybe the regular Stryfo Pile is better than the Nic Fit Stryfo Pile. I have never played this person. This hand is okay. It's got I can fetch a basic forest and play a green sun, or play a veteran explorer, and then I can, get a swamp if I need to, or to cast one of these, or I can do something else. I think this hand's okay. Makes me pretty far from playing Dak Faden, but maybe we'll see what I draw. If the veteran explorer dies, then I can play Dak Faden. Let's see what my opponent's got here. My connection, it's been kind of slow. I wonder what the deal is. Faithless Looting. Is this Hogak? Or is this Reanimator? I probably fear Hogak less than Reanimator. Oh, this is Reanimator. This looks like Reanimator, like the sort of Tin Fins variety. It's not actually Tin Fins, but it's got like the whatever Children of Corliss and the other guy. Okay, so I need to get this online as fast as possible for Skoos. But I think the play here is still Green Sun for Veteran Explorer. I could ponder to hide what I'm doing. I think Veteran Explorer is just better. It's a shame, but I think Veteran Explorer is just better. Maybe what I'll do, since I know now that they're not on, I'm sure now that they're not on Reanimator, or they're not on Wasteland probably. I'm gonna get a tropical island here and just play the Veteran Explorer. Boy, my internet connection seems really painfully slow. Yeah. They probably have a Gristlebrand here, and I might just die. Because, well, I guess I have Assassin's Trophy for Gristlebrand, and the Tendrils, which is the normal win condition, is out. Although, presumably, if they get Gristlebrand, they'll just draw a bunch of cards and make me pitch the Assassin's Trophy. Maybe the right answer was to ponder for a force. No, they're still looking. They're still digging. Still digging. So I've got a few options here. Okay, there's a Chancellor. I'm not really afraid of Chancellor. Well, nothing I can do there. What did they exile here? Thoughtseize. Okay. So they got one card. It's probably a reanimation spell, but they have sort of two things that they got to get here, because the Assassin's Trophy can just kill the Chancellor, and the Green Sun can get Scavenging Ooze in a turn or two. And they take the trophy. That's fine. That's fine. Because they can't have it here, but they can have it next turn. All right. Cabal Therapy would be great. Island isn't horrendous. But I'm going to ponder first. Because like if I draw Cabal Therapy, that's really good. I don't want any of this. No, none of this is good. I guess Ice-Fang can just block Chancellor. That's kind of funny. Maybe I do want this. Do I want this? Because Ice-Fang can just sit there and block Chancellor while I just play out lands. I have the lands to just play the Chancellor, so yeah, maybe let's do that. So maybe I'll put this on top and then put the 2 Ice-Fangs on top and draw the Ice-Fang. This is a little risky, but if they draw like a Gristlebrand, I'm in big trouble. So I'm going to just play out, I'll play out the Prismatic Vista and just get the beats on. So if they don't have a reanimation spell this turn, then I have Green Sunzine. So if they have a reanimation spell, they get Chancellor. If they don't have a reanimation spell, I get Scavenging Ooze next turn, which is big trouble for them. So let's see what they got. Very surprised to see Reanimator not keeping a hand that had a creature in it. Just seems odd. Okay. That's fine. Yep. If it was Animate Dead, I could also just Abrupt Decay the Animate Dead. Yeah, my connection seems just really slow. So I'm gonna keep drawing because I want the Ice-Fang. I guess I'll start the beats. You know, the Ice-Fang actually doesn't block the Chancellor, now that I think about it. I need 2 Ice-Fangs to block the Chancellor. So maybe I'll just pass here, play the Ice-Fang, and then play the next Ice-Fang the next turn. I guess it's a plan. It's not a great one. So the Ice-Fang won't have Death Touch, so I can't do that. I'm going to shuffle away the Brainstorm. Do I want to shuffle away the Brainstorm? Or do I want to draw the Brainstorm? I think I want to shuffle away the Brainstorm, because I need to play the Ice-Fang this turn. Alright, so let's search here, and I think I want black mana, even though Dak Faden's good. I think I'll go for black mana. Maybe I do want. I'm going to go for black mana in case I draw an Assassin's Trophy. There's only one in the deck, but... and let's see here. Green, blue. And that's fine. Because I'll pay. Yes. Okay. Wonder what my opponent has here. Something to kill the Ice-Fang? Okay. So now I can play the Ice-Fang and block, and the Ice-Fang will have Death Touch because there will be 3 other snow permanents. Although this also just works. So I'm going to play out this. This will keep my opponent at bay. And if they have a like another way to get a guy into the graveyard, I can brainstorm and try to draw Force of Will. Pitch Dack Vaden. So my opponent will probably just sit back here. I'm going to play another. Yep. And I'll pay for it. Yep. So I do have to be a little cautious. Sometimes they run like Grave Titan, and they could just hard cast it off of Veteran Explorer. Yeah. Like if I give them 2 lands off of Veteran Explorer. But the other answer might just be Dack Vaden. Dack Vaden is really good here. But I think I will attack with the Veteran Explorer. And maybe I'll just try to use Dack Vaden to draw something good. My opponent still only has 1 card in hand, so and there's no creatures in their graveyard, so the Green Sun for Scooze is not probably where I want to be. But Dack Vaden seems great. And I'll tap this. And I'll pay the black here. Yep. Dack's great. This is like the weirdest Reanimator game, I feel. This is a fantastic draw. Okay, so I'll pitch that, and I think I'll pitch the Abrupt Decay. And this way I have Force of Will, and I can pay for it. And eventually, you know, in 2 turns, I tick Dack up to ultimate, and then, yeah, got it. That was the weirdest Reanimator game ever. Okay, so what's good against Reanimator? Reclamation Sage is not great, but it's an out. Pyroblast does nothing. Surgical and Bog are good. Force of Negation is needed. Back to Basics is a maybe. Collector Ouphe isn't a terrible draw, actually, because they have artifacts, and sometimes they rely on the artifact mana really heavily. Plague Engineer's dead. I don't think I'm getting to enough lands where Dead of Winter will do anything here. So I might board in a Back to Basics. Let's see here. Primetime is not, it's not good, but like it is a way to get Karakas out of the deck, which is good. I don't think Fiend Artisan does anything here. Not enough, certainly. Klothys is good. It's slow, but it's good. Questing Beast is probably not what I want to do. Back to Basics also increases the blue count, which is pretty critical. I might ditch 1 Punishing Fire and maybe a land. It might be a land. I might keep Agadeem's Awakening, and I might board out like Field, because I don't think I need 2 fields in this matchup. And here's the question: do I board in another Back to Basics? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. The Abrupt Decays aren't great, but they deal with Animate Dead. Strix and Coatls can block what they got going on. You need the forces. Forces are all critical. Burrow's not fantastic, but it does the job. I think this is okay. Pyroblast does nothing. Yeah, alright. Okay, so this game is frequently decided This matchup is frequently decided in the first like 1 to 2 turns. So this hand is okay. It's okay. It's not great. It does have a Force of Negation. It's land light. I think I'll keep it. I think I'm going to keep it. If this land draws, if this deck, this hand draws a fetch land, this is a really good hand. So I'm going to keep it because you have Cabal Therapy, you have Veteran Explorer, you have Force of Negation. You know, if they have an Unmask plus Reanimation hand, like they got me. But Xantid Swarm. Oh, okay, that's bad for me. Well, Xantid Swarm was not what I was expecting. No. Yeah, because they just have it. If they just have it here, if they attack and have it, nothing I can do. Well, here it is. So this means I cannot play spells this turn, which is pretty bad for me. So if they have it here, I think I'm just dead. And now I'm left drawing to quite a bit. I'm in trouble here. No real way to deal with the Xantid Swarm in hand. Xantid Swarm was very unexpected, but a great read by my opponent. You know, I don't think I showed any forces last game, but you know, they saw Dak Vaden, and it's pretty likely if you're running Dak Vaden, you got forces. So that was a good read by my opponent to board in the Xantid Swarm, because I assume it's not a main deck card. Let's see. See if I can get lucky like I did last game where they just didn't have it with Faithless Looting. And then I still need a fetch land. I still need like a something that could fetch an Underground Sea, which I think is well, I guess not the Prismatic Vistas, but every other land in my deck can fetch an Underground Sea. I'd probably fetch a Swamp, Cabal Therapy, Flashback Therapy, and then flash in the Ice-Fang if to block the Xantid Swarm. That would be sort of my plan. But yeah, still in trouble. Wow. No reanimation target. I really need a fetch land here. Okay, do I? Well, I can't force this, so I have been attacked. Please choose Cabal Therapy. That's not happening. Yeah, fetch land would be a fantastic draw off the top for me. I had 2 turns sort of to draw fetch land. And the other hope was maybe they go all in and you get a Force of Will. I was not expecting Xantid Swarm. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if I can get lucky here. Well, that was. I guess that's probably a good choice by my opponent. So fetch land would be phenomenal. Nope. Okay. So I'm playing it out mostly for information here because this list looks sort of non-stock. a little bit. Another Faithless Looting. Oh, you know, actually, why did I 6? I could totally Force of Negation that. That's what I should have done. Still no reanimation target. Are they just really light on reanimation targets? What is going on here? Okay, this is fantastic. I mean, it's not stellar, but it will do the job. So they've pitched 2 Exhumes and an Animate Dead. Okay. Got it. Yeah. So at this point, if my opponent didn't concede, I have Cabal Therapy, I have Flashback Therapy, I have Ice-Fang to block the Xantid Swarm, and then if they don't have it in like one, well, I guess at that point they have a couple turns still. They can just wait till the turn where they go off and then attack with the Xantid Swarm. But yeah, they're in much bigger trouble now. My opponent just decided to not play it out. I guess just one card in hand. Man. Sort of, I don't know what's going on with this list. Normally, Reanimator runs like 7, 8 reanimation targets. I don't know. All right. Always good to get one. So, got to play for the 3-2 now.